Yo, so I thought I'd just have a little bit of a casual playthrough on Mashbox, try and figure out what's been going on with the updates. Before I even open the game up, there was 4 updates today. There's been a bunch every day. It's just a constant, ever evolving thing. Even this menu now looks completely different to what it used to. You got all this stuff at the top, but if you go down, there's built-in maps. And there's actually a new one here, Grindhouse. I guess we can play this one, because as far as I know, it's a new one. And also Broad Street Skate Park, which was a raw text map, has kind of been retextured and put back in as a built-in map, which is kind of cool. Then you've got Mod.io maps, which works as you expect. Here you actually have a more obvious way of getting into Mod.io to download maps. And also local custom maps, which is basically your map folder from BMX Street. So anything you had in there will basically show up here. You may have a bit of a loading time. It's a bit like before with the Mod.io maps. Currently we're at Burnside. And yeah, if you wait, more maps will load in, and there's probably a whole bunch more. I had loads in my Streets folder. So a bit like up here as well. Once you open the game up, just wait a little bit, and you'll notice all the maps will load in eventually. It takes a little bit of time, so don't panic if you don't see your maps there. If you do download any through Mod.io as well, close the game, open it up again, and then it should show up. So for now, let's go into this map and see what it actually looks like. Okay, so we are in. Honestly, it looks like a fairly basic setup. There's a bunch of rails in the corner that I can see. I wonder if this will start to lead to like a item dropper or moving stuff around. Because why else would those things be in the corner unless you could move them in the end? I know Mash mentioned in the past that he wanted to do like an object dropper type of thing. And having that in there would be amazing, because we've never really seen that in the game before. There was a mod. Was it for Streets or was it for Pipe? But it was kind of a bit jank and didn't work well. Having the ability to mod or change up maps ourselves would be amazing if we got it. For now though, let's try doing a feeble. I'm not sure if it's going to work. I haven't had much success with those, or Smiths. And you mentioned something about crank arm. No, not crank arms, crookeds as well. Oh. It didn't lock in the position, so it's kind of a similar thing to what happens with Streets. You kind of got to turn a little bit. Oh, interesting. Tooth feels fairly stable right now. Let's maybe try an ice pick as well. Oh, the magnets are kicking in quite hard there. May need to lower the settings a little bit. But the ice pick did work. Felt stable. Yeah, that's like rock solid right now. I don't know how crooks are supposed to work at the minute. He keeps mentioning that he's implemented them, but I've had no success. Unless you do it the manual style. Nice. Probably won't spend too much time on this map because it's fairly bare bones. It is kind of curious what the purpose of this map is. I can only imagine it's an object dropper thing, or it's just going to be expanded upon with each update, or every so often, it just gets bigger and bigger into a crazy skate park maybe. Yeah, anything double peg related seems to feel pretty good right now. I get those fairly consistently. I've also lowered my settings down to 50%. Side hop's kind of nice as well when they work. Kinda, but not quite. Yeah, this is a strange park. What is it for? Interesting. Yeah, those are rock solid right now. You can pretty much just stay in them the whole time. Okay, we're getting some weird stuff going on with that. Yeah, same with that as well. We get another one? I do like that... Holy shit. When it works, you can just clip little edges. Once you figure that stuff out, and once this stuff's all a bit more stable, it's going to be really nice. Doing little jibby things on like the edge of ledges, like when you're riding off and stuff like that. I cannot wait. You can actually do it now, it's just, you gotta finesse it a bit. And because it's constantly changing, it's never quite consistent. Yeah, like little bonks on the end there. Try another feeble. Yeah, I don't know if I'm just doing it wrong. I'm not quite sure what needs changing with those. Yeah. I think I mentioned it before, but being able to do wheelies is kind of nice. Also in nose manuals, you can pedal as well. Honestly, I don't think he'd wobble that much, but there are some flatlanders who used to like do brakeless nose manuals and pedal in them as well, for like the extra difficulty. Kind of a nice little tech addition. Okay, let's go to a different map, because this one isn't that interesting right now. Seeing as we have our local maps available, I may just go to one of these. There's so many though, it's pretty hard to choose. Okay, so we've come to DH Streets. I think that's the name. There's no way of actually checking what name it is at the minute. But yeah, this was one. It's a really huge map. And it would be kind of a nice way to test out some of the crazier physics. Some like weird jagged ledges and kind of wild stuff that you didn't work all that great before. So it'd be interesting to test them out here. I thought about it before, but I kind of wanted to grind up the stairs, but then gap to the bottom of the stairs next to it, so you'd like land down here, but it may be a bit too tight, like getting it all timed perfectly. Oh, we got it! That's kind of insane. Well happy with that one. Not what I was intending to do. Nope. I guess we made it up. Okay, it's a dumb discovery, but in the last edit I did on the high school map, his arm is actually like a proper physical object. Okay, can we? Which means he'll like lock onto ledges and things. I'm not sure if there's an interesting way of utilizing it. Actually, I'm not sure about the foot or the leg as well. You may be able to like hook onto things like that. Again, it's dumb, but it's cool that it's a thing and it's actually like a physical body that reacts to the environment, because it will allow for some, I don't know. It'll allow something weird to happen. Just need to figure out what we can actually do with it. Oh, also foot plants look pretty good as well if you get them working. If you get it so he actually hits the wall properly, it kind of looks like the Dave Mirra style thing. Obviously, you got to be in the right place to do it, but that's also kind of a cool little thing. That's also in the high school edit. Definitely check that out if you haven't seen it. Pretty happy with some of the weird tricks I got in that. You see what I mean about the ability to drop off? It's really nice, because it lets you do like little bonk style tricks. Actually, I just realised I'm back on 100%. When you change maps, your settings like reset to the default. So if you find yourself getting locked into things a bit too much, that's why. It's kind of a nice little tech area, to be honest. Okay, I'm not doing anything that special, but it is fun. Let's see how high we get up that and come back down again. Oh, it tends to like straighten up on the way back down, which makes it a bit harder. I also love that I'm just casually doing ice picks on this ledge and it's just hitting. Well, usually anyway. It was something you could never do in either pipe or streets, really. I say that. Oh, it's stable now. Maybe if we work on those, they will be fairly consistent. Finally, we get stalls. That's definitely a big thing for me. Okay. The grind worked. It's kind of nice. See, that's the advantage of being able to turn off the assists, so the magnets don't throw you off and just allow you to do what you want. Those manuals are super sketch. Like they wobble all over the place. Like the sensitivity needs to be lowered on those a bit, I think. Yeah, look at that. This one should be a good test of the physics. Okay, we've got to get that. Ooh, that was the third try, so not as bad as I expected. It's definitely easier now than it used to be in streets, because there was more push and pull and different things happening at the same time, which made it a lot harder to get. Gross. So, once it works, the flexibility will be much better than what we used to have, because you'll be able to just turn stuff on and off when you need it, and that's greatly appreciated, I think. Whoa. Yeah, I think this is like the perfect map for testing out some of the grind physics, because there's so many weird rails and things. It's actually sticking to it, interestingly enough. And this is with all the magnets off as well. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Okay, I know it's not a proper grind or anything, but I do like that it's possible. Didn't make it. Oh yeah, if you didn't know, the little hops on the right stick, pressing it in, is back in the game, which is nice. Because especially for tricks like that, you don't really want to like do a crazy big hop. So it just lets you skip across. Okay, that might be tricky. Problem is, what do we do at the end? Ugh. Down the bank? Not bad. Oh, that was unexpected. A little bit jank. Okay, let's see if this part's the same as well. Maybe when we get to this next bit you just fall through. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Probably try testing out some stalls on this. Maybe safe to consider this like a crazy research type of video, trying to figure out some of the crazier things we can utilize these physics for, especially stalls, because it's kind of a part of the game that we never really had a chance to do a lot with before. Nice. Just snuck in a little cheeky bar at the end. I think because it's a curved surface, it's maybe a bit trickier to do as compared to a ledge. Probably get on top as well and do like a pivot. Sweet. Possibilities are endless. I was also playing around with this, seeing if I could find a way to get through it. But, yeah, this is what happens. I don't know if there's any tricks that would make him small enough to get through. He's like squeezing through the bars at the minute. Yeah. What about a tire grab? Then if you use the left stick to push him down. No, his elbow gets in the way. Oh yeah, that's also another thing. If you just want to do like a cool little slide to stop yourself, it's kind of nice. Nope. Yeah, that was never going to happen, was it? Okay, I was getting distracted. Kind of wanted to play around with these rails as well. Because again, these will definitely be ones that aren't going to be suited to magnets, because there'll be a lot of crazy stuff going on. But if it's pure physics, you should just be able to like get down them, hopefully. Maybe need a bit more speed, but it does work. God damn, was that feeble? It looked like a feeble. I think we have another crazy ledge here as well. Don't know if we're going to be able to do anything on it. Yes, we are. I like how you can just hop and end up in a stall. Like, the game would never really let you do anything like that before. I don't know, it's like weird nerdy stuff, which probably not a lot of people will care about, but it just adds a lot of flexibility to what you can do in this game, especially if you want to get creative. Having that freedom and the ability for things to just interact with each other is actually really huge. So hopefully I can show some of that stuff off, so you don't just take my word for it. Yeah, look at that. Super stable. Sure. Oh, there we go. A jank crook. Let's see if we can do that kind of like... I don't even know what it would be called, to be honest. Yeah, whatever the hell that is. With a bar spin in the middle. It's giving me Scoot vibes of doing board slides with bar spins in it. Kind of addicted to that. It feels really nice. Can we do like a 180 down this? Okay, that's probably going to be pretty rough. Okay, let's get like a disaster bar spin. Actually, I did the bar spin first. I want to land in the disaster and do a bar spin. It's also kind of been a trick I've always wanted to do in these games. But it was never really possible because he'd just make you bail. It is hard to get him to stall in the right place though. Yeah, like that's on the frame. I guess this is a bit of a mid-school trick. You don't really see people doing it now. Yeah, the other thing is getting out of it. Pushing the left stick back, like a backflip motion, will help. But it's pretty hard to do it consistently. Or that happens. There we go. It's probably about as clean as we're going to get. Oh, we nearly had an overtice pick. That would also kind of be a dream trick to be able to do in a game. There we go. Totally didn't mean to do a hang 5 there. Well, yeah, did I mention that? Hang 5s are a thing. Although the position's way off, he's leaning too far back. But still, Mash is aware of it and is going to put it into the game, so that's nice. Get out. Yeah. You know what? I think I'm going to call it there. Sorry if you're more into kind of regular street stuff. This has been a bit of an experimental kind of video. But you know, seeing as Mashbox is an experimental game right now, it is nice to figure out some of the limits and the way it works. Because it will give us an idea of how the game will probably play in the future. And yeah, maybe the next video I'll try and be a bit more regular with it all. But I hope you liked it. Oh, we got another ledge. We'll give that a quick try, and then we'll call it there, I think. We'll pump it. Okay, it's not that interesting. Maybe pump it easier with a manual. You see? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But the whole physics thing's kind of wild. It's fun. And I keep seeing things that I want to try. This is bad. Okay, pedal forward. Keep going. Okay, we'll try and get up these stairs and then we'll call it for sure. That wasn't what I intended to do, but it's still nice that that type of trick is available to us now. Oh, damn it. Close. Oh, we clipped the stairs, but my experience doing it for an edit, that trick is a nightmare, so I'm not going to spend forever doing it. We'll call it there, I think. So yeah, plenty more of this nonsense to come. I'm going to keep testing things out, get a feel for how the physics work, and kind of push the limits. Because, as you can see, there's a lot of weirdness, but also a lot of potential for cool things as well. And I'm excited about it. One more go. Let's go straight. There we go. To the rail. Yes. Perfect. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.